I don't have anything to say, though. You can take it off.
You had plenty to say a minute ago.
I've said all I needed to say. If you don't have a crown, you should be shutting the up.
What's wrong with you? Is this the bipolar, Nene? Miss Bipolar?
No, you're bipolar. There's no more bipolar in this circle than
so.
you.
Everybody
You are bipolar.
That's why you had to grovel and ask to be friends with everybody.
Bipolar Kenya.
Yeah.
Go get your medication. That's why your husband left. Because you're
Everybody stop!
Alright, you guys, it's Aaron. Welcome back to the house where we talk news, celebrities, and hot topics. Today is going to be a great video because we got some stuff to talk about. Okay, we're going to talk about Marlo Hampton on last night's episode of Real Housewives of Atlanta. Was she stealing? Okay, one of the fans of the show caught this girl stealing on camera, so we need to investigate whatever the hell is going on with Marlo Hampton. We also are going to be talking about Charlamagne from the Breakfast Club. Okay, is he going to leave the Breakfast Club? There's been a lot of rumors, and even Nene was alluding to the fact that Charlamagne, okay, it's time to get on up out of here. He may have a couple of deals lined up. And of course, last but not least, we are going to get into some things when it comes to Andrew Gillum. Okay, he has checked himself into rehab, and we're going to see what his statement is right after this intro. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. All right, let's go. Of course, every morning I log onto the internet and I scour the internet. What am I going to talk about on House of Aaron today? And of course, the Real Housewives of Atlanta aired last night. When I tell y'all that was the best episode of the season so far, okay? The season is finally picking up. It's finally getting better. Like 15 episodes in. They were in Greece. They were smashing plates. Opa! Of course, Tanya and Portia, to me, they're the stars of the show, because they're just bring so much positive, fun, enjoyable energy to the show. And of course, there was a lot of drama between Nene and of course Kenya Moore. They was just going back and forth. Kenya called Nene bipolar. Nene came back and was like, bitch, you're bipolar and that's why your man left you, and all this type of stuff. So it was just a hot ass mess. What is an episode of Real Housewives of Atlanta without something crazy going down? Okay, not only did Nene and Kenya fight, but the fans are wondering if Marlo is out here really stealing. Okay, so this clip comes from the Instagram page The Only Rock Star. Okay, shout out to The Only Rock Star. Check out this clip. I think they caught Marlo stealing, but I want to know what you guys think. Check it out.
Is it me, or can you see Marlo stealing?
But then I would like this one for free. I'm taking my Instagram. I have 5 million followers.
What?
Okay, so in that clip, you saw Marlo Hampton. Okay, they were in Mykonos or Athens or something like that, somewhere in Greece, some big, vacation spot in Greece. And they were at the markets, the flea markets that they have in the streets. And of course, they're going to the different markets and kiosks and stuff like that, shopping for, things to bring back to the US. Well, Marlo had her little tote, and she was racking up on all the little figurines and clothes and stuff like that. Do I think Marlo is stealing right here on camera? Absolutely not. I don't think Marlo is dumb enough or stupid enough to steal on camera. Yes, she has 1,000 mugshots on the internet that anybody can look up. I can actually show you right here, okay? We know that Marlo is a criminal, okay, or ex-criminal. But I don't think that she would be dumb enough to steal on national television while there are 5 cameras on her at all times. You know what I'm saying? I don't think she would be dumb enough to do that. By the way, Marlo looks fabulous. I love her little Versace look, okay? It's really more appropriate for a vacation spot like Italy. I don't know about Greece, but Marlo still looked fabulous nonetheless. But their caption, The Only Rock Star, they wrote a caption on Instagram, and it said, Marlo is stealing, LOL. You cannot take the hood nowhere. Tell me I'm going crazy. Well, baby, I think you're going crazy. You know how like at some stores, they'll give you like these totes. They're made out of, fabric and stuff like that. Instead of using like plastic bags or something like that so that you could like save the environment. You know what I'm saying? Just keep reusing the same tote when you go out and shopping. And I feel like that's what Marlo was using. She was using a reusable tote to go out to the markets, put her stuff in their shop, and then when she goes to the cashier, she'll take those items out and pay for them. But I don't really think she was stealing. But I don't know. What do you guys think? Tell me, was Marlo stealing? Yes or no? But also, what did you guys think about the episode of Real Housewives of Atlanta? Y'all, it was so good. And I'll just tell you right now, I am biased. I don't care. If I'm watching a show, I'm gonna have my favorites, okay? When you watch something, a show or a movie, you have your favorite characters. When they beefing and when they going through stuff, you have your favorite characters and you have your teams. I'm not saying Nene is my favorite, but I will say I like her more than Kenya. I think Kenya can be downright disgusting. And do I, condone the things that Nene was doing and saying last night when it came to her throwing peanuts and popcorn and saying that's why your man don't want you and bipolar this, bipolar that? Absolutely not. But I'm on team right, okay? Team Nene all the way. Because Kenya, you have disrespected Tanya with the cookie lady, trying to disrespect her union with her man Paul. You disrespected Marlo at her business launch, okay, trying to bring in a marching band into her wig launch. And then you disrespected Cynthia time and time again, constantly throwing shade at her about how she don't know nothing about the wine industry. And I thought Portia was super shady when she was saying that, because she was putting a lot of emphasis on Cynthia Bailey knows nothing about the wine industry. So I felt like it was finally time for someone to put Kenya in her place, because she has been able to really run amok this whole season. Even if we go back to like the second episode at the Bailey Q, when Kenya tried to check Eva for saying that she didn't want her kids around her. I wouldn't want my kids around Kenya either, because Kenya is not a nice person. Okay, but tell me what you think about the episode in the comments down below. So let's move on to something juicy. Okay, so this article actually comes from lovebscott.com. It's entitled Charlamagne the God has potential deals if he exits the Breakfast Club. So it says radio superstar Charlamagne the God decides whether to quit his hit show when his contract expires at the end of the year. Okay, I did not know that. So the Breakfast Club contract with Charlamagne is about to end at the end of the year. So Charlamagne got to figure out, what is he going to do? Or is he going to renew his contract, or is he going to try to do something else? Now, I feel like I want Charlamagne, Angela Yee, and Envy to stay together. I feel like they're a good dynamic trio. But let's keep reading. An insider tells Page 6 that he already has a lot of other potential deals in the air. The Breakfast Club, Power 105.1 show that he hosts with DJ Envy and Angela Yee has become not just a magnet of hip-hop's biggest stars, but it has become so influential that NBC has called it a crucial stop for 2020 Democrats, because all the 2020 candidates on the Democratic side go to the Breakfast Club to really, tell the people about their agenda and their policies and what they want to do if they make it to the White House in November. But Charlamagne, who founded the show in 2010, has been musing on air about moving on, going so far as to saying he's mentally quit the show a lot. He loves working for the parent company RHOA, but he is contemplating his next move, one source told us. He's not sure what he's going to do, said the insider. There are a lot of potential deals in the air, and he just wants to keep his options open and think strategically. His contract is up in December with the Breakfast Club. Is it smart for Charlamagne to keep his options open? Of course. That is the strategic and smart thing to do. Always keep your options open. Now, what I'm thinking about is, if Charlamagne the God chooses to leave the Breakfast Club after December, what is going to happen to the show? Is DJ Envy going to stay? Is Angela Yee going to stay? Are they just going to disband and, just stop the show completely and bring on a whole new show? Or would they possibly be on the search to replace Charlamagne the God? Because if that's the case, okay, you could always bring in somebody like a Joe Budden. I know that Joe Budden has his own stuff going on. He has State of the Culture and all that type of stuff. But honestly, the Breakfast Club at Power 105 and working under iHeartRadio would be such a major look for Joe Budden. I'm trying to think who else would do it. I don't know, DJ Academics, maybe? I don't know. I'm trying to think of some other hip hop people. I'm not really sure. But everybody's replaceable, okay? That's what Abby Lee Miller taught us over the years. Everybody is replaceable. And of course, Charlamagne the God is unique, and he kind of makes up the Breakfast Club. Like, the Breakfast Club is not the Breakfast Club if you don't have Charlamagne the God. But at the same time, I'm sure that they could find someone to replace him that could elevate the show to even more heights than it already is. So yeah, what do you guys think about Charlamagne potentially leaving the Breakfast Club? Good idea, bad idea, should he move on? Okay, and last but not least, we have an update on the Andrew Gillum story. This is my third video in a row talking about this Andrew Gillum story because it keeps developing. Okay, so Andrew Gillum has checked himself into rehab, I believe. Okay, so I am referencing this article from thatgrapejuice.net. It says Andrew Gillum announces rehab stint after shocking Miami hotel incident. So he was caught in a Miami hotel room with methamphetamines and a male gay escort, okay? And so he released a statement. He said, after conversations with my family and deep reflection, I have made the decision to seek help, guidance, and enter a rehabilitation facility at this time. This has been a wake-up call for me. Since my race for governor ended, I fell into a depression that has led to alcohol abuse. I witnessed my father suffer from alcoholism, and I know the damaging effects it can have when untreated. I also know that alcoholism is often a symptom of deeper struggles. I'm committed to doing the personal work to heal fully and show up in the world as more of a complete person. I now need to firmly focus on myself and my family. I'll be stepping down from all public-facing roles for the foreseeable future. I want to apologize to my family, friends, and the people of Florida who have supported me and put their faith in me over the years. He gets no sympathy points for me because my thing is, I don't really care about the alcoholism. I don't mean to say that it's not an issue, but I'm more so focused on, why were you in the room with illegal drugs? Why were you in the room with a gay male escort? That's what we all want to know. Andrew Gillum, when are you going to address the real elephants in the room? Just by even reading and keeping up with this story, I never thought that Andrew Gillum had an alcohol problem or he was dealing with alcoholism. And if he is, shout out to him for getting help. But at the same time, address what we really all want to know. Why were you in the room with that man? Why were you in the room with crystal meth? That is what you need to be addressing. That is what we want to know. Who is this man and why were you in there with drugs? That is what we want to know. I kind of feel like this is so cheap and it's such a cop-out. Like, shout out to you for getting help for your alcoholism, but address the real effing issues, okay? That's like, people are out here calling you all types of names. I don't even want to say I don't even want to put that into the atmosphere, but they're calling you all types of names, and this whole situation is not a good look. And you going to rehab for alcoholism is great for your own personal life. And you know, you have to get your health and your mental together first before anything else. But at the same time, what the hell, Andrew Gillum? What the hell? We were all rooting for you. I feel like Tyra Banks, we were all rooting for you, and you really out here. You look like a fool. You look like a fool. And I hope Candace Owens keeps us updated on all the tea on your ass. Tell me what you guys think about the Andrew situation down below. How do you feel about him in this statement? Do you think that it's a good thing, bad thing that he's going to rehab? When do you think he'll really address the real issues that are at hand here? All right, you guys. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already. I will be back tomorrow or later on tonight, you never know, with a new video. If more develops with the Andrew Gillum story, you already know I'm on that ass. All right, you guys, love you. Don't forget to create a great day. Bye.